What shall I say? Lots of bushings in this kit, but not one that fits the stator here. Hello everybody and welcome to day 40 of my S-Type project. As promised last time, I'm now gonna start with the actual rebuild of this transmission, and the first component to attempt is the stator oil pump assembly. I've already separated the oil pump housing from the stator and taken out the two pump gears. And now still have to remove the main seal on the input shaft side and maybe also this roller bearing here underneath. There's some kind of a spring inside here. The main seal seems to be enforced with some kind of metal inside. That's why it doesn't come out that easy. I have to find the metal edge underneath and then try to pry it out by turning a bigger screwdriver, and this seems to work. And it's out. In the next step I will try to pry out this snap ring that's holding the needle bearing in place. Actually, there seems no way to get this bearing out without causing damage, so I will simply leave it inside, do a little cleanup here and put back the snap ring. And here it's back in. I'm now trying to clean out the inside of the oil pump without affecting the needle bearing still in place. Everything clean and dry. And now we'll remove the sealing ring at the outside that comes new with the overhaul kit. On the stator, the outer O-ring of course also has to be removed. Each of the screws is supported with a little washer. These washers also come new with the overhaul kit. Obviously because they include a rubber sealing element here on the inside. It's now time to attempt the infamous so-called stator bushing that's very prone to wear and causing a pressure loss inside the E-clutch. This is the surface that is riding on this bushing. In my case it doesn't seem too bad, but as you can see and as I can feel, there is some play. This is the set of replacement bushings I went for, so let's find out which of those fits here. Let's try this one. And in fact that looks, no, this is too big. That's too small. That's also too small, I think. That's okay in size, but too short. Now come on. One of those has to fit. 6 HP, 26 pushing kit. What shall I say? Lots of pushings in this kit, but not one that fits this data here. I don't want to blame anybody, but yeah. Anyway, let's knock out the old one. I guess sooner or later the correct bushing will find its way to my garage. Just don't want to hurt the shaft. Okay, and here it is. And the surface inside still intact. Let's clean this up on the inside as well. The last parts to be removed on the stator are these two metal sealing rings. There must be some kind of unhooked. As you can see, this original CF overhaul kit is quite well organized. I'm dealing now with the oil supply, and all the spare parts needed for that are collected together in bag number 7. Specialized workshops use alignment pins to properly reassemble this unit. I don't have those, so I need to do a little test fit now. There's one hole at the very bottom, and I think this belongs right here. And in fact, it fits. Now let's choose another hole. So these two screws are in. There's a slight variation, as you can see. I will do 2 marks. One here and one there. And at reassembly I will position it exactly here in the middle. And now let's open bag number 7. That's the main seal. And let's try to get this in right here. It seems that I don't even need any tool here. Yes, it's a perfect fit. I'm now re-lubing the needle bearing I haven't changed out before with a little bit of trans fluid. Okay. I'm now gonna put the two pump gears back inside with the little square facing upwards. Now the pump seal, I think it's this one, yes. I also lube the mating surface on the stator a little bit. And now these two pieces hopefully come back together. One of the markings is here and the other one right there. The 11 Torx 27 oil pump bolts don't come new with the overhaul kit, they have to be reused. The torque spec is 15 Newton meters plus minus 1.5 I think. Just realized that I hadn't turned on the camera, but believe me, all the bolts are torqued to spec 15 Newton meters, and that's the way I found out to put leverage onto this assembly. When torquing down this final bolt, I stripped its head a little bit, so hopefully it's not me who will have to take apart this unit again 20 years later. As I mentioned before, the two metal sealing rings also come new with the overhaul kit. The bigger one belongs to the bottom, the smaller one to the top. That's done, and finally the big O-ring sealing the stator assembly against the transmission housing. So this is the poor result of a workday. I cannot even say the pump stator assembly is rebuilt because I wasn't able to replace the bushing, which of course wasn't my fault. Here are the 14 pieces that came with the bushing kit, and not one coming close to the stator bushing that had to be replaced. I'll try to go for the missing bushing until next week. In between, you may want to check out some of my previous content, a selection of videos, and the S-Type playlist will be linked directly on the end screen, or even subscribe to my channel. If doing so, please also ring the notification bell. See you back next time. Goodbye.